Welcome to Weekend Project. I'm Laura Lynn of the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and we're very happy to see you today. We are working on a cute wall hanging. It says, invite Tom Turkey to your Thanksgiving celebration and watch the smiles come out. So it's called Hold the Gravy. Super cute. This little Tom the Turkey dude right there. Let's see if I can find a better picture of him, because I've kind of traced. Oh, there he is. There's a better picture. That's what we're going to do. That little project right there. So we've made some of the triangle blocks already, these guys that go over here. And I have my border pieces cut already here. I chose some fall leaves, and it's very bright orange because I made his legs and his little waddle thingamajiggy. Yeah, that is a technical term. You look that up, it'll be there. Anyway, really bright orange, because I had some bright orange. Actually, it is a fat quarter that I won at my last guild meeting in June, doing some crazy tosses in the bucket. And anyways, I loved it. Once I got it open, I had such a lovely little collage of orange and yellow mix that it just suited this project perfectly. So for me, anyways. So as you'll see here, here's my little Timothy Tom Turkey. And there's the cat. And I think it turned out well. I just grabbed for my scraps. It was nothing too exciting. I just pulled some colors. Not exactly what they have on here, but that's my choice. You have your choice too. You can do whatever you like. I chose within fallish colors, you know. Maybe that's a bit of a bright green, but whatever. I like it. Okay, so in this, it comes from MacCall's Quilting. And it is the September-October issue of 2013. So 4 years ago, okay? And I think Pop spent about $1 on it, maybe $1.50. I'm not sure, but I'm really glad he did because I really like it and he really liked it too. So you get the printout and it shows you what you need to do to cut your shapes. And if you're going to adhere this or make sure that it's got some, not necessarily sticky back, but some interfacing or some webbing to keep it nice and firm as you're doing your stitching around, you want to trace it out on the back, and then you're going to trace it out onto your adhesive, and then it's going to go this way and that way. But make sure you do it right, because if you will notice, my turkey is going the other way, because I'm a rebel. So you can do your turkey any way you like. I'm doing it the other way. So you also get the little wings and the two pieces. I'll show you right here. And these two pieces that you need to cut out. You need 16 of orange this way and that way. Okay. And then you need 16 of greenish of just the triangles. Okay. So I have 4 more here for me to sew up, so you can see how I put them together. And I just did a press. I didn't trim these. You know, they still have to be trimmed. And that's it. So I also traced there. So probably what I should have done was laid it this way, put the interfacing on top, traced it out, and then put it the other way. I tell you, that cat knows every time we film. It's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, quick little note for tomorrow's live stream. We're gonna work on this, also from the same month of the magazine. It's called something Autumn Ensemble, but we really like it, and we're calling it, because I know I'm going to do a little bit different, Touch of Fall. So check that out. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So if you want to partake, get some half square triangles cut out, and you know, get ready. Get ready to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun. I can't wait. I can't wait. I like doing fall stuff. Fall is actually my favorite season because I'm a fall baby. So almost Christmas baby, but fall baby. Okay, so let's see my old fancy dancy drawing. Yeah, there you go. See? There we go. And of course, there you go. My turkey's going the opposite way because I'm a rebel. But you can do yours any way you like, probably and preferably the correct way. I'm not saying my way is wrong. Just saying, for some reason, subconsciously, I always got to be different. And I don't know why. It just happens. All right, we'll wake little Nomi up here. And just sewing with a nice little 1/4 inch seam allowance, and preferably with thread. That always helps. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. Need a clean thread. Then I can see. Do 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 do. Awesome. All right, and then you do want to press these afterwards, right, okay? So I was kind of almost doing like a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance on this for some reason. I was just riding the little edge on the inside. I didn't really do any back tacking. Okay, so there's one side, and of course you're making these 2 pieces, or these 3 pieces, pretty much make a square or a rectangle. So make sure you're laying them out correctly. You know, you've got your little positions correct, that's how you want to do it. Do a little fold, fold it over, line up your ends. Okay, line them up, just like that. And then just sew down. And go from either, you know, tip to tip or whatever makes it easier for you. Okay. Okay, and there's one made right there. See? Okay, make sure we'll press that. So we'll do the other 3, and we'll get those done. Actually, it was fun pulling all these colors out of my collection. So some is very new to me. I think this green was actually donated from one of my little sewing buddies and neighbors across the way when she did that big green wedding quilt. I don't want the fabric anymore. You can have, okay, thank you. This is what it's getting recycled into. Some of it anyways. She gave me quite a bit. There's enough for at least a couple projects. So I don't mind. I will make use. You have to say the live streams for the past 6 weeks working on Lawrence and Tanya's quilt, the North and South quilt with extra added border and flare of binding. That's what I'm calling it. It turned out fantastic. It's actually sitting back there. I still have the hand stitching to do on the binding. It's just been such a busy week with the start of school and everything. It was just kind of slightly chaotic, but we're getting into the routine of things. Week 1 done. Check. It's always the stresses with the buses and stuff till things get all the little kinks get worked out and the routines get a little bit more organized and kids don't get missed. Not that they were getting missed, just saying. We don't want anybody getting missed. I had one mom looking for a kid and I go, she would have gone on the bus. They would not have left without her. Not at this early stage in the game. When it comes later on, the teenagers from the high school, you know when your bus leaves, they will leave you behind. If you're not there, they don't know you're not supposed to get on there. But the new ones, they know. So I said, just follow the bus. I said, follow the next bus that comes around. And lo and behold, there she was on it. So. All right. Oh, I guess I cut some more orange. Well, I guess I'm going to have to cut 2 triangles and put that towards the orphan pile because I've already got these bits cut, so why not? Here, let's double check. Maybe I counted wrong. Maybe I have to do some more green. Would just be like me because, of course, I don't have the green handy. So, all right, let's press these and then we'll count how much we got. Okay. I like those 2 colors together too. Don't they look pretty? Take a little pop because there's so much color in fall. There really is. There's just, it's amazing. I don't like it when the weather turns a little bit colder, but that's just inevitable because I know winter's coming and I'm a crossing guard and I'm not particularly fond of freezing, so. But I do like the whole process of fall, the color changing and the harvesting and having of the turkeys and plural turkeys. It's one of our favorites. And actually Pop always cooks the turkey. I think I've done it a couple times, but I like the way we do it. Well, we kind of do it together as a family, but it's really his baby. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, we're good. Okay, I didn't miss anybody. I must have just cut some extra. Well, aren't I lucky? See, the accidents like that happen for a reason. Okay, so we have all that, but we need to do some appliquing for sure. So you can choose a zigzag stitch, or you can put on your free motion foot and go crazy, like I think I did with the elephant. The elephant just kind of wibbled around and so on and so forth. I'm actually going to use a nice little applique stitch, but I pretty much have to dress down the turkey till I kind of get to his back feathers again. So I'm going to come over here, start, and work around. I don't want to lose his eyeball. Is that the right side? No, it's on the wrong side. I was like, didn't I give him a cream colored eye? Not a white eye. I may glue that. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll put him in the pin cushion so we don't lose him. Okay. So what I want to make sure is kind of make my turkey body, because he's got kind of a couple parts to his body. This is the body part, and then here's his winglet part, right? Okay. So we want to make sure he's kind of in the middle. Do a couple of pins. I'm very tempted to just open up the door to say, "Scoot, skedat." Oh, don't use that one. It's like there's an eye attached to that. All right, so find one of your embroidery stitches. Little, like I say, you can use zigzag, you can use the straight stitch, you can do whatever. And of course, I chose this, light, I don't think I need that, nice light fabric to sew on, but I doubled it up just to make sure. I wanted to make sure, you didn't see see any of the batting underneath, okay? I had enough of it. It came from like the 50-cent bin or something like that, so why not? Okay, now I want to start at one end. Oops. Just one of those days. I want to start at one end and make sure I'm leaving enough room for these feathers, okay? I think one of these was marked. Yes. Okay, so it's pretty much this whole bottom end until halfway up the back. So this is where it's telling you to put those feathers, like a little placement sort of thing. So I'm gonna come, midway back and then start over. And come all the way down to this bottom part and then tuck those feathers in and then stitch across and then come around and do those feathers. Okay. There we go. Hopefully you can see that stitch. And I'm using a really super fun variegated thread. I will show the little camera here. I'll just take it real quick. Hopefully you can see it. It's really cool. It's got lots of color and movement into it, and I just love it. So I thought I'd give a lot of fall colors to this little project, and hopefully it looks okay. And that way I didn't really have to switch too much out with the threads. I could use this one and it would blend because it would all be the same. Okay, now when you come into a corner, make sure you're stopping on the inside, like on the inside of the curve. So you can make sure you can twist your project just a smidge. Okay, and then twist it again to make sure you're coming around that curve correctly. You don't want it to be wonky. Okay. So this is going to take a little while, so I'll do a bit here and a bit there and put some of those triangles together so you can see how it's going to look. And, this is something I'll have to finish off camera, so because there is a lot to do, right? We'd be here like 2 hours just doing applique stitches. So, but you get the idea. And it took a bit of time to prep it all too. Okay, and none of the beaky stuff is on the on the inside, like tucked underneath or anything like that. So it's all on the outside. So we can just keep plugging all the way around. Let's move that one so it's not bothersome. And you're just hugging. You're kind of hugging your stitches between your main fabric and your applique fabric. Keeping it nice and even all the way around. We do have a lot of fun on our live streams. We're very much looking forward to tomorrow and working on that fall table runner and then getting our, Christmassy sort of quilt ideas. Okay, I'm not coming. All right, just want to make sure I was going in the right spot. I hadn't overdone it. Christmassy quilts ideas, and very much looking forward to it. We have a lot of fun, and it's so I love it because we're just getting to know each other. We're like getting, friends. Figure out where you live and And you know, prayers and thoughts go out to anybody suffering from obviously Harvey and Irma now. She's making landfall or touching in a few spots, so. And then I was out walking with my girlfriend, and she said there was another one right behind Irma, and I didn't even know that one. I was like, oh my goodness. So, oh, thank you, Pop. See, I got yapping. Okay, no, I have to take out a few stitches. Sorry, thank you. Just a couple. It's all right. It's all right. Where is he already taking the turkey apart? It's not even cooked yet. Okay, now let's take those ones off the back side there. See, that's how it's looking. You see the outline there, okay? Okay, we'll trim that up. I chose to do the variegated in the bottom too. Okay, so now we have our turkey. Let's put him in his position. Besides, stuffed it in the oven. Let's put his feathers on. His plumage. All right, now. Okay, uh-oh. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Oh, I am. That's why, because I was missing a couple. It's got like 6 feathers. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this little placement as close to thereof as possible. Let's put this one down over here because he's a tiny one. And then we'll put this one over there because I kind of like that one there. I like this one in the middle. And actually, I think I want that one in front because I really like that leaf. I think it's just more of the goal is trying to get it on an angle so it really does look like a turkey and his feathers. Okay. I think I should probably switch those two. There, spread them out a little bit. Maybe give them some little bit of an individuality. How's that? Does that look okay, Pop? Yeah? Okay, pop a few pins in there. Just to hold it. Okay. I love fun projects like this. You know, you just busting in your scraps and you save anything and everything. Like I even saved, like look, I even pieced together the little interfacing for the back of this one. You know, I'm cheap, frugal, whatever you want to call it. I don't have a lot of money to spend on this craft. I just try to have a whole lot of fun. All right, how's that? Looking cool? Look all right? Perfect. All right, so we'll sew across. We'll sew across, and then we'll come back and sew around some of these buddies, okay? You could probably sew one on or sew 3 on and then come back and overlap and then sew the other 2 on. I mean, it's completely up to you, you know. It's your project. I'm going to do it this way. Oh, I was going to do this way first. Okay. Now I had 2 stitches in there. I know it's not going to move on me. Come up until I get some stitches in the second one. Then take the pin out. Always wait until you have a couple of stitches in it first. That way it's not going to shift on you. Especially if you have something that has to be exact, like extreme exact position. And somehow in those appliques, you really do. It has a position and it needs to be in it or it just doesn't look right. And sometimes you end up with the tiniest little piece and you think, oh, that's not going to make a difference. Yeah, it does. That little tiny piece makes a difference. Okay. Now, had I maybe pinking sheared these or something like that or did something else, we could leave them so they were very, you know, so it looked like there was plumage or something like that. That would be kind of funny or fun. Okay, let's zip around these real quick. Our feathers. And of course, have to make them all different colors, you know. I think I'll just come straight down to there and then turn. And of course I added just a little touch of actually fall fabric with this little leaf fabric that I have. So I don't have a lot of it. I have just a tiny chunk. I was wondering what was under there. What am I listening to? Okay, come this way. Now remember, if you got to turn, go on the outside. If it's a curve on the inside, go on the, you know, it's always on the outside of the fabric that you stop. Okay, turn it around. Even when I grabbed the plaid, I thought, you know, really, Laura, just grab it. Just grab and go. Don't even think about it. It's going to be cool. It'll be all right. It's our turkey. He can be plaid. He can have some plaid on him. Flipping things around over there. And this here is flannelette, that right there, and that too. It was just enough space between those two feathers. I come all the way down. Just gonna smidge over just a smidgy there. And come around this last little feather. Stop it on the outside. This is the most time-consuming part. I mean, like I said, you can, or even just heat and press. You can just peel the paper off and press, and you don't even have to do any of these fancy stitches stuff. You know, you can have the project done already. I mean, it's totally up to you. I think these little stitches help embellish it, and I think it's all kind of cool. There we go. Okay, I'll show you the back side first. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, now, thinking about it, we should put probably the winglet on. And it goes on in such a way that my little drumsticky legs, okay, that's the beak and then the eyes. Okay, there's not a lot of pieces to it when you think about it, considering what you're building here. Okay, refer to the diagram to make sure you have your proper placement. And of course, mine's a mirror image of it, sort of thing, so it's a little wonky. But that's just me and how I roll. And I want to make sure, because you got to stitch around this one, but this gets tucked underneath. That's why it has that little funky curve bit. Comes rest up underneath the chest of the turkey and under his little winglet. And then here's another little drumstick, but it looks like it's actually tucked under. Okay, I don't want it too far apart or it's going to look weird. Okay, and then his little legs get tucked under that, but we don't have to worry about that until we're coming around. Okay, so we need to put the pin on. We'll do around the winglet here, and then we'll sew some of those triangles together. Okay, and then that piece goes on like that. So it's like coming together, really coming together. I don't want to lose this part here, because I'll get it up and then it'll disappear on me. Okay, so attaching the little wing, part of the wing anyways. So it doesn't matter where you want to start or stop, because the other piece that goes on is complete circular all the way around. So it's not like you're going to hide any stitches. So, you know, I don't know. We'll start right here. Got to start somewhere. And of course, you can do this by hand. You could do a nice little blanket stitch all the way around, and it would look just lovely. You could do your own little zigzag stitch, or a little whip stitch. There's lots of variations, that's for sure. like I say, and this is a great way to practice free motion quilting too, because you have the freedom to move this piece of fabric in any way, shape, or form you like under that little free foot, right? So instead of having to always line up and lift the foot and shift, and you know, you could just go crazy like what was it? Elephant's Paisley Splash? Is that it, or something like that? Pachyderm Splash?
Paisley Pachyderm.
Oh, Paisley Pachyderm. Sorry. Anyways, the elephant one. Very cute one. Very cute. I've seen many variations of it, and I saw a couple people actually did it, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you very much. It's so much fun to look at other people's work too. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we know we got that on. My turkey's coming together. It's clucking along. Okay, so let's, don't think I needed that one. Maybe I do. No, here, okay, so it's revert to assembly. These guys right here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a stack of 7 and a stack of 9. Okay. Where's my little ruler go? I must have lost my little ruler. I put it somewhere safe. I really did. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, here, let's move that off to the side because I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm just going to nip these little tails off or tips off or whatever. So I need 9 and 7. Okay, so let's sew those together, and then we'll get them laid around our turkey here, and then you can see. Okay. Oops, that kind of pressed with a little fold there, so I want to try and come back a little bit this way. Wasn't quite as pointy as that is. Okay. Oops. There we go. Just nip those off. Actually, you know, it's probably faster just to go by like this. Oh, I left Sophie's collar on. It's all jinglies. Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday, a great weekend. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So if you get a chance to follow along, that would be awesome. But we will try and get a nice couple patterns for the tree skirt, because like I said, I want to deal with some either free stuff or, you know, stuff that you guys can get as a, you know, relatively, you know, inexpensive. I don't want to have, you know, to go out of pocket for anything particular. So, all right, floofies go away. All right, so we need it, and they all go in the same direction, correct? Yes, they do. So they go one after the other. So and just keep sewing. Okay. Line them up. Looks pretty sturdy to me. Okay, so we need 9 and 7. We'll trim that tail off afterwards. You don't really have to line anything up per se, just seam-wise. So just try and do it. Oop, a better stitch than the one I had going on. I was going to say, wait a second, it's in the wrong position. Okay, and we'll just chain piece a few of them. Just make sure you have them going the correct way. You're not doing them, you know, this way or that way or anything. Though that actually looks kind of cool. I like that. Find a new pattern with the block. This is, I think, probably one of the tiniest blocks I've done. Like, you know, if you consider this, if you want to consider it a block, right? Which I would. Well, that one seems to be a bit bigger. Why is that? My scant cord. Let's see if we can match it up with somebody better. There we go, that's somebody better. Not everybody's going to be perfect. It's like this whole big world of ours. Nobody's perfect. Okay. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It just goes hand in hand. Start counting. It's like, you know, what is it? When they count from Sesame. 1, ah, ah, ah. 2. Yep. Kind of crazy. All right. There. So there's 2. Here's 4. Attach those guys together. Do. Try to line them up a little bit more. Maybe cut my triangles a little big. Or see if it fits better with somebody else. Sorta. All right, here we go. Do. And of course, you're going to press once you get them all together. Pretty much everybody's in the pool. We all get a steam. Okay, and then one more oddball to make 7, right? This we go. And look at all that varying of orange. Isn't that awesome? I love that. The fall colors. Do. Just because we've had such chilly weather lately, it seems like it's happening faster than expected, but really it's probably not. Really, when you see the 22nd or 23rd is the first day of fall. That's not very long away. 12 days, 13 days, something like that, you know. Check that out. There's 1. That would be the short side. And then we have all these to put together for the top side, okay? And then we can put his little legs on and his beak on and his little winglet if we want. We'll see what the time is at, because I know it takes longer than I anticipate, I tell you. Because it goes by fast for me. I don't know about you guys. But when I'm sewing, the time goes by really fast. Okay. Oops, nope, that was lining them up together, silly nilly. There we go. Do. Well, at least it's a beautiful weekend here, and I'm happy for that. So, because we have a little bit of harvesting to go in the garden. We did not all of our beets, most of our beets the other day. And just got to get them processed, and got our Brussels sprout growing like crazy, which is good. Of course, just cucumbers did not do well, but we weren't the only ones, so I don't feel too bad. Caught up on something? Nope. Oh, but I did pull the thread out. So, oh no. There we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Sophie's ready for Christmas. That's actually the only ever time she actually has a collar on is when we've gone to the park or we're out and about publicly. Because other than that, I don't like the sound of a collar. And especially when either they're scratching or walking around in the middle of the night or whatever, if I hear that collar, it's like, nobody wears a collar around here. We're allowed to be stealthy. I just forgot to take it off when we came back from our walk. All right, so 4. Am I missing one? Oh no, it's here. Duh. Count. Math is good. Math is every day. All right, almost there, almost there. And of course, this is bigger than the allotted, what is it, 18.5 by whatever, because I want to trim it out. I want to be able to have lots of space to work with and flip my project around. And because I know with the stitching, sometimes it shrinks the space depending on what you're doing. So this also gives you an opportunity if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, add another square, do the proper measurements. You know, it's up to you. You know, you can be your creator at this point in time at the project, right? So if you want to make changes or tweaks or whatever you want yourself, instead of, I think it's 18 by 22 or 23 or whatever, you know, you want it bigger than that. You have a space that needs to be filled with a bigger turkey, then, you know, maybe blow up the bits a little bit bigger. The bits. Blow up the bits. Okay, now we're going to scoot over here and give it a press and make a mess. Oh, the Kleenex box. What did I knock over? All right. That's going to look so cool. All right, so let's see how this lays out. We're just going to do some layout here so you can see it, and we will call it a weekend project, and I will finish it up and get a picture. Or not finish it up, but I'll do some more work on it anyways. But we'll do that. Put his little wingy lit and his little feeders right there. Make him a dancing turkey. Now let's trim this because that's just going to drive me bonkers. I know some would say short trip to Bonkersville, but really, it would. Oh, and I actually think it's this way and this way, isn't it? Up and across, the other way. Here we go. I guess it looks like they're flying. Okay, and then we take another, this one here, and we would do it across here and across the bottom. Okay, well, I think that goes this way-ish. Okay, and then there would be this one that goes across here. Could almost kind of just fold it and go this way. And pretty much goes there. So that'll be it. Isn't that kind of cool? And of course our eyeball. Where does the eyeball go? There we go. Little Tommy Turkey here needs his eyeball. Okay, and his little beak and waddle. There we go. Isn't he cool? There we go. So that's our first for fall project. I need a collection. I don't have a lot of fall stuff. I have a Halloween quilt, and that's it. Okay, so have a great day, everybody. Enjoy, and we will see you tomorrow for live stream. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.